Get ready for the ultimate showdown, where dreams are made and eagles are crushed. Who will rise to stardom and who will face the ultimate humiliation? Don't miss the drama, the talent surprises. Will they earn the spotlight or fall from grace? It's time for fame or shame.
Perfect. And just stand there at the mic, make sure we are shouting here so everybody can hear you nice and clear and loud. And go ahead and introduce yourself to the judges and the audience at large.
Is this good? Yeah, everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yes, Mom.
Okay. My name is Braylon Pearson. I came here to hopefully get a job in Weazel, work with my friend Chris, because him and I have worked together for a long time.
Oh, Chris
what?
Gray.
Yeah,
I know. He took over from me. He's done a really good job, you know.
yeah.
There he is.
Chris is actually a very good guy. I met him working here myself. So say hello, Chris, over there in the corner.
Hello,
not.
Chris,
That's
over
fine.
there in the corner. I
That's
said,
fine.
carry on.
I mean, he was fine. Never
I'm
mind.
filming over here.
So let's go ahead and get you introduced to the judges over here. Again, I know you look like a Wish version of Paul Mitchell, but that's not your name. Introduce yourself to the lovely lady today.
Hello, miss. I'm Chad Cheddington. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Something I can tell you about Chad here is he is looking, just like the rest of us, for unique people. We really want to see that personality of yours blossom here today. Next on
Yes,
the list,
sir.
let's go ahead and get you introduced to the contestant.
Hello, I'm Julia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, Julia here is built like Fort Knox. It's very hard to see, to understand. She has the same expression when she's happy as when she is angry. So I kind of get confused and have been punched a couple times. But that is on me. Let's move on over here to Washboard Andy.
Yep. My name is Andy. I'm just, like I said, looking for personality, wittiness. See what you can bring up to the table.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we have a lot of the similar expectations across the board for judges. I have learned today. This judge in particular, however, is not going to tell you what he wants. He is going to introduce himself a little differently.
Yep. Hello. My name's Tommy. I'm glad to hear you speaking with your chest. I swear I'm not looking at it. I hope you do well. And just what you got. I'm not going to give you any expectations.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you.
All right, absolutely wonderful. Well, you said that you go trying to work for Weazel News here. Let's put that to the test here.
Okay.
So let's say we're gonna stick you in a scenario where Chris Gray is out sick, and so is the legendary Raw Dog Randy, who I am here filling in for. In his legendary commentary. And it's just on you. The news still needs to be reported. Now, you are starting with a light story. We'll let you figure out whatever it is you want to come up with. But then, out of nowhere, you are going to get reports that a meteor is going to hit the city, destroying half of it in 30 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to let you, we're going to back up here a little bit. We're going to give you a countdown, and in 4, 3, 2.
Good evening, everybody. This is Braylon Pearson with Weazel News. We come with you tonight with a story out of Los Santos where there was a robbery on the Fleeca Bank near Legion Square. There was a group of suspects and a hostage. And hold on a second, we're getting another news story in here that's kind of breaking. A meteor is supposed to hit the city in 30 minutes. Please seek shelter and safety.
Well, that lacked a little bit of urgency, but I think that the message got across all the same. Judges, what did you think of that?
No, I mean, I agree. Definitely lacked the urgency, but it's almost like it's a little nerves or something on her.
And that's fine. It's fine to have nerves, especially on a show like this. It happens to everybody. Let's see here then. Let's go ahead and just let's start asking you some questions, and let's try to break you out of that shell that you got going on in there. And let me hit you with one really quickly, okay? So you say you're here for Weazel News. You want to help out with the news. If you could, let's say you're interviewing somebody, and you could have the power to either convince them that everything you say is the truth, or you could tell if they was lying to you, live on television. What would you pick?
Say that again. So if they were lying to, if they were, can you?
If they
repeat
lie to
that?
you, like one of the options is you could tell if they was lying to you during this interview, or anything you said they would go along with and agree to, no matter what it was, even if they normally wouldn't agree to.
I would probably like call them out in a nice way.
Okay, so you choose the lying part, yeah? Yeah,
No,
well, you want
I
to
think she
tell if they're lying.
misunderstood the question. I think so. Basically, it's either you get to choose two abilities. One ability is that whatever you say, they think is the truth,
Oh, okay.
or the other one is you can always tell when they're lying.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to put it. My bad. I'm bad with words. I didn't go to school.
No, it's people hear things differently. That's all. I got what you said.
I'm glad you're here.
I would tell the truth.
Well, it's not so much you telling the truth. The first thing is anything that you say, everybody believes. So
Even if
whether
it's a lie?
the truth or a lie, everybody will believe you no matter what. The second
So if
part
you
is
told me,
you know when anybody else is lying to you, no matter what.
So what would I do in those situations? Right? Is what you're
Well,
asking.
what one would you
no,
pick?
No,
which
which one
power would you
want?
pick? Which ability?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have one. Which one would it be?
I would tell the truth.
All right.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you guys. My soul has a
it's
learning disability, so some of the questions are hard for me to understand.
So no, it's all right. It's all right. I like the answer anyway because you chose your own path on that, and I like that. You you had two options, but guess what? You came over here, you broke out, and said, "Hey, I want this third option instead," and I like that. Nothing. So there's no right or wrong answers here. So, I didn't mean to be confusing or anything like that. Let's go to the judges here and see if they have any other questions that they'd like to ask, maybe to get to know you a little bit better. What about you, sir? What you got for the lovely contestant here today?
What 3 words would you describe yourself with?
Socially anxious, quiet, good personality.
I like it. Julia, what you got?
If buying groceries was a game, right? What would one of the loading screens tips be?
I don't know. When you pick your potatoes, make sure they're not the ones with the sprout sticking out.
Perfect. That's
Or
a good
worms.
one.
Good tip.
It is a good tip.
That is a good tip.
I believe those are called the eye of a potato, if I'm not wrong.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fact check that later.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I've got a question for you. What would you do first if you woke up one day and you were invisible for a full 24 hours? What would the first thing you do that day?
Get on an airplane and go to the beach.
A free airplane ride and going to the beach. I would assume butt naked and nobody could bother you. What other way would you like? Who wouldn't want to spend a day like that? Who? Are you raising your hands?
Yes.
Sure. What's going on?
If you went to the beach and you was invisible, would you still get sunburnt?
I feel like that's a scientific question, and I'm not qualified to answer that.
Me either.
I think that's a good question. That.
Oh, it's an interesting question indeed.
It is, absolutely. Nobody has asked the most important question here, and that is, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Absolutely not.
Oh, man, I thought you was going to say it belonged on pizza. Oh.
I must be a gremlin because, I don't like pineapple, but I think if I liked pineapple, I'd enjoy pineapple on pizza.
See, I like pineapple, but I just don't like it with marinara sauce.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't like pineapple, so I'd never have it on a pizza anyway.
But I kind of feel like pineapple on pizza argument's the same as putting cheese in a cake.
You know what?
Putting cheese in a cake.
putting cheese in a cake.
In a cake, like a birthday cake?
No, like cheesecake.
Oh well, that's it's not real cheese. It's cream cheese.
Still cheese.
Can I
But
ask,
it,
I'll ask you a question. Are you feeling a bit pressured? Is this the type of environment that you're struggling?
Me, yeah.
Yeah, no, I figured. So, do you need to take a minute?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
What if a female asks you some questions?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's more of like nervousness, like
It's the
Yeah,
spotlight,
yeah.
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
listen, we totally understand. You know, some people just they don't excel in a public environment like this. You know, but there is no pressure here. We're just trying to get to know you a little bit, and that's all. You know,
yeah, for
you
sure.
know, don't worry
I've
about
got a plan.
anything else.
So instead of asking questions, I want to stand up here, and you just yourself. You say you're you do camera work, so you're not really like the presenter or what they call it, a reporter like I was. No,
She was a journalist. She wrote articles.
wrote the articles.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So
I also
not-
did videos time to time too.
Oh, you like edited them and that. So you got
Yeah.
like technical ability.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what?
She's like behind the scenes.
It's
Actually-
more of being afraid that I sound stupid in front of everybody is what's got me going.
You ain't gonna sound stupid in front of me. I
There
didn't even
is-
go to
there-
school.
There's no wrong answer for anything that you're being asked. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
it is none of this is meant to make you look foolish or anything like that at all. We're just trying to get to know like you and your personality type.
You know what? Your question there, I think we cracked into something here. I've got a question for you.
Sure.
So you're into the journalism and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I want to know, right? There's something that makes you feel super enthusiastic. Is there a particular story that you read that you just felt super good about? You finished it, you read through it and thought, you know what? I fucking smashed that. What was it about?
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to think because it's been so long, but I've done like my favorite kind of articles to do is like crime related ones, especially like true crime.
Oh,
I've
would you say
always
you
wa-
was
I've-
like a Dexter fan?
I've always well, no, like murder mystery or
Oh,
like I love working with the police and do it like seeing what they do and getting stories from the police and like doing like stories on criminals like that.
Like that
Here we
Jeffrey
go.
Dahmer TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Okay. So if there's any sort of like serial killer that you could interview today, who would you interview? Just to get your best story.
Probably Charles Manson.
Why would you want to interview?
Because his story is just so like one of the biggest ones out there. I think.
So
Him or the one that just happened recently down in New York City with the New York the New York killer.
okay.
The Long Beach, what is it? The Long Beach killer or something like that. Serial killer.
The hash-slinging slasher.
I actually didn't hear about that. That is terrifying. That in our day and age, people are still murdering each other like that.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
How
I
long
do
have you
actually-
lived in Los Santos?
I've been around for like.
Oh no, I was talking to this guy. He said
Oh my
it's crazy.
God.
People are murdering each other. I mean, I hear about it every day. You'll have fun in telling the news in this place. Always something to investigate.
Yeah, it just seems like you're super enthusiastic about journalism. I just wanted to touch on that because it seemed like you opened up a little bit when you were talking about that stuff.
Yeah.
So, so is there any interesting stories you've done in the past that just like really stood out to you?
Probably back in our old city when we would follow along with the Robert Red stuff. I can't remember if I did along with him, but he was like a madman. I can't remember, Chris. Did I do articles on Robert Red?
Yes.
What was he about?
As I thought. He was like a billionaire but like he was crazy. I wish I could have been a part of that more, but Weazel
Sounds
wasn't
like
really.
a-
I mean, Weazel tried their best to be a part of it, but that was one of my favorite.
You know,
Bruce
we
Wayne was the Joker.
we recently had a serial killer in the city ourselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something about cutting up women that look like a lady, a petty officer, something like that, and
Oh,
left
wow.
chicken feathers at all the crime locations where he moited.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's what the stuff I like right there is like crime scene stuff, investigative journalism.
Oh, okay. I don't think there's been a whole lot of that kind of work. So working with the police closely and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
that is very interesting. And I honestly would like to see a lot of that in the city because I don't.
Yeah,
There's nobody really does that, and that would bring an interesting light.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm better, like Chris can attest to it. I'm definitely better like when I'm not behind the camera. Like there are times where I've literally made him do it and then I just do like the article part.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I would also, since we've been talking about this, like the judges here have stated, you kind of opened up quite a bit. We got a lot more answers out of you and stuff like that. I feel like we just had to find what you are passionate about.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
We found your
found it.
energy.
And we
We
found
found
it.
your
See,
energy.
this is exactly what I think we are looking for as
think-
far as.
I think she needs to be spoken to Raw Dog. She
Yeah,
needs to meet
it
Raw
is a
Dog.
shame. I cannot
Raw Dog
replace
was
Raw
here.
Dog. I could not replace Raw Dog whatsoever.
No, I mean
no-
like she needs to get on with Raw Dog.
Yeah, that's
Raw
what
Dog will
I'm
have some
saying.
stories to tell her to write about.
And I'm sure he incredibly wishes that he could be here this moment.
Yep.
We all do. We all miss you, Raw Dog.
Yeah, we thank you for opening up. I'm glad we found you common ground.
Yeah, I think once
appreciate
getting
that.
to know everybody that made me kind of feel a little bit better.
Yeah. But we appreciate it.
To investigate.
Oh no, this
Oh, no,
person
no,
over
no.
here has fallen and he
Possible
needs to be
murder.
investigated to see what happened.
Something on the floor next to me. I don't know. It might be part of the clue of how I've come to this ailment. Can we solve the
things next
mystery
time.
of Tommy Swift's probable murder?
That didn't work what I wanted.
Think, Chad?
Oh wait, yes it did.
I have bruises on around my neck. No visible wounds or bleeding holes.
Oh, and it looks like some broken a glass bottle over there and a rubber hose over here.
What could have been used?
What happened to Tom Swift? Murdered in his own studio.
It wasn't Colonel Mustard with the candlestick.
Colonic
Let's hope the Jackie
irrigation
be
with a
nimble, Jackie be
Budweiser
quick.
bottle.
The only signs you see are bruises around the neck. Which item was used? Tell me the story.
Oh, okay.
You had a broken bottle and a rubber hose.
Look in the bags.
Um,
Look closely. How would you write up this? That's all.
a young man found on the floor.
If you feel like typing it out first and then reading it to me, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on a sec.
I think she's still
Okay.
writing it up. There we go.
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Now lay it on us. What did your investigative reporting find for us here?
The title of my article is called "Man Found Deceased in Downtown Los Santos."
Sounds good to me. I like the title.
All right. Now let's see if she found out how he died.
If you'd walk up to the mic and tell us this, what the article is.
Oh yeah, right up here to the
Okay,
mic.
hold on. I'm just trying to get this so it's not like I have to go in. Hold on a sec. Okay. A young man at an unknown location in downtown Los Santos was found dead on arrival on the ground with what police say were bruises around the neck area. A rope was found nearby his body. There were no witnesses to see what happened. It is assumed the man was strangled to death. Police did find one piece of hair that they will run DNA on to see if there are any matches in the system. The victim appeared to be in his 20s with a yellow shirt and jean shorts. Weazel News will continue to investigate the story and bring you the latest on this murder in downtown Los Santos. We will have a story on the evening news tonight to bring you more on the story.
That was
Very
good.
well
report.
done.
That was actually good.
Very well done.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, I think we're ready for judgment.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most crucial part of today's show, Fame or Shame, where we learn today if our contestant is going to be famous into the city or if they are going to be shamed for another week. Here we go. Let's bring it back to the judges and get their opinion about our contestant here today. We're going to start with you, Chris Angel Mind Freak. What is going on?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah. No, I'm gonna give you Fame. I think once you're in your comfy space and you build your confidence, I think you'll be okay. Doing something like this, especially with what you mentioned, can be quite daunting. So I think once you're in your comfy space and you come out of that shell fully, I think you'll be fine.
All right, absolutely. I agree 100%. So one fame down. Julia, what do you have to say for this contestant?
Fame.
Fame. Look at there. Number 2. This is easy. Getting it down here. And yeah. So Andy, let's what do those washboard abs have for us today?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. For the majority of it, I was thinking shame, but once Tommy helped her find that comfort zone, and she was able to do that report very well. I'm gonna go with fame, actually.
I agree. You know, she did pop out of her shell there a little bit. We did see that not only maybe she is a little closed up, but that does not mean that she is unable to bloom into a wonderful blossom. Tommy,
Exactly.
what about you?
So, I mean, like, I don't think she's ever gonna bring harm to a place like this. You know, even if she adds things to the city, small bit by bit. The only thing I don't want is people coming in and harming the city. She ain't capable of that. She seems lovely. I really wanted her to come back again and try and see if she can do this again in a sense of like, look, this is a practice run. Maybe next time, like, we could get some different people here and she could have a bit of a laugh with us. But actually, when I thought about it more in that last bit, and I was like, no, there's nothing negative. Everything can be learned here. You know, everything can progress from now. This is page 1 of the book. Sometimes page 1's shit to get through, and you get to page 2 and 3, and you're like, yeah, this is good. So I think when I got to page 2 and it started to pick up, I want to see what's on page 3. So I'm gonna give fame.
Well, congratulations here. It looks like you have been famed into the city.
Thank you.